Yo, what's up? Motherfucking PlayStation stream. Alright, I am officially back by popular demand. Back by popular demand. The people was calling for me, you know? I'm trying to straighten up in here a little bit. See if we can get a little breeze in this motherfucking young bitch. Ain't hot now. Fuck me. Whew, man. We just can't be dropping $800 iPads like that ain't shit. That shit ain't got no case on it neither. Oh no. Alright, I'm not exactly sure what's connected to the speaker right now. Let's see. Okay, so the phone is not connected. So it might be this iPad might be connected. Let's see if it's this one. It says my pencil's about to die. Boozy. Oh, bro. What up? What up, man? I'm back by popular demand, bro. Back by popular demand. I ain't gonna lie. You know they ain't but a handful of y'all motherfuckers that really fuck with me. So as soon as I turn this shit on, I'm like, yo, if Boozy or D1 don't pop in this shit, I'ma have a problem. I'ma have some problems. What's good, bro? Hey man, I still been doing art. I still be in the studio every day. I just ain't been streaming as often as I used to. But still, hey. Yes sir, man. Hey, good day for you too, man. I should do the StreamYard like blunt mover, man, and pull y'all into the conversation. But like I say, bro, still putting this art out there. I'm really proud of this one. I gotta varnish this one soon. Oh, you got that glare from the sun on it. I don't know how I can get that off of there. But yeah, the detail king. You know. That damn right, bro. I can't. Ain't no way in hell I can stop now. I done did it too long. I ain't got no excuses not to keep pushing it, bro. But I've been working on this series recently, this the Whisper series. I hate how that glares on there. That might be a little better. Right? See, now that's how I know you're an art connoisseur. That motherfucker be looking at the smallest little details. Look how the shadow covers her necklace. That's I like that little part. And it be the little parts like that, bro. This is the one I'm currently working on. So his all of his skin has 2 layers of paint. Her face has 2 layers of paint. So now I'm gonna work right from her neck down, detail her neck and this portion of her chest, and then her hand, and then all the skin will have 2 layers of paint. Then I don't think I'm gonna mess with her jacket anymore. I really took my time on this the first time. It's the underpainting, but still like that's already detailed good enough for me. And so I'll finish their skin. I'll come back. I'll detail his shirt and her undershirt here, and then her hair. And then now this one might be done too, yo. Yo, when I posted this one, I posted this one on my Instagram story, and I put the whisper song as the music in the background. Give me love, mama, let me whisper in your ear. I got something that you ought to hear. Give me that. Yo, I swear to God, I did that shit. Yo, it was too funny though. The whisper song, man. Motherfucking, you don't know about them yin yang twins. Give me love, mama, let me whisper in your ear. I'm working on this one too. Most of this is done. I just gotta work on the strawberries now and detail the berries. But like, I really went hard on the fucking the honey drops or honey drips or whatever. Yeah, so this one is looking good too. Let's see. After I detail the strawberries, I think I'm gonna call this one done. And then I did 2 photo shoots, and so I have some more stuff to work on. I just haven't I haven't put the new images on the canvas yet. And then, bro, I have my next great idea that I think is a great idea. So I always work from photographs because it's easier than to have someone stand for you for hours at a time. And you guys know how long it takes for me to finish a painting. So, what we need to know about escrow today is, I'll be right back, man. I'm going on YouTube real quick. Yo, I appreciate it, fam. But I do have this idea, man. Like I say, since I work from photographs, I wanna do like some alien, Anunnaki, ancient civilization. You know the shit we be on, man. I want to do some shit like that. But then the whole time I'm thinking, like, if I do something like that, I would have to, like, make all the images from my imagination, because there's no way I can photograph an Anunnaki or some ancient Egyptians to use in a painting. So I kept thinking, playing around with the idea of getting this next series started, like some alien type shit. And I'm like, how can I make this happen and make it look good? So what I did was, I started making AI art, right? So you go to the computer, you tell the AI whatever you want to see, and then it makes the image for you, and then I'm going to use that image as my source material for the new paintings. I don't need no models or cameras or photography or nothing. I can just type that shit into the computer, and that shit'll make me a picture. And all I gotta do is tweak it a little bit to make it my own. I might not never need models ever again. Honestly, I might not need models no more. I can just tell the AI to make all the images for me. And that's the only thing though, cause I'm not no genius. So I figured if I had this idea, and I'm just getting on to this AI revolution thing. So the motherfuckers who've been fucking around with this shit for years or better, I guarantee you somebody else has already had this same concept to generate source material through the AI to use in real life artwork. At the same time, I know like a lot of people, they just make the AI art and like, oh, that's a cool image, and then they post it and share that, and that's all they're doing with it. Look what I made the AI do. And it's like, yeah, that is cool, man. That shit looks fucking dope. Let me take that from the digital space and bring that shit into the real physical world and have a real actual painting of these images. So I just been playing around with it for like a couple of weeks, trying to understand how this shit works. And just trying to get the fucking AI to do what I tell it to do. Yo, why can't I get on my fucking Google? It's so much fucking glare. But that's AI generated. Those aren't real people. You know, this isn't a still shot from a movie scene or something. I just typed that shit in, and this is what the fuck it came up with, bro. That shit hella crazy to me. Oh, I wish the glare wasn't so bad. How do I go back? Yeah, you can't hardly see this shit how it is. Let me see if I turn that down some. Oh, nah. Some of these shits are harder to see. But this shit like this look like some shit from a Marvel movie. Yeah, and that's how I feel. I feel the same way, bro. This shit is cool, but scary at the same time, yo. Like, hella fucking scary. Like I said, I really been trying to, man, it's so hard to see this shit out here. Anyway, I really just been trying to figure this shit out. Let's see if I can make some dope ass images to use, and I think I'm getting there. I'm to the point where some of the stuff that I'm making, like the first handful of images I generated, I trashed all them shits because it wasn't coming out right. But just doing YouTube University and listening to tutorials and how other people make that shit, I'm getting a little better at it. So a couple more weeks, I probably have like images that I actually want to use, and we'll take it from there. I ain't even smoked since I've been off. I forgot the name of this shit. I think this is like popcorn or some shit. I don't know. Check me out, bro. I had to upgrade from the no name. All these mofos empty now. Some motherfucking jungle apples. Oh, that's better. More jungle apples. That was my favorite shit for a while, yo. Jamboree jam. Then I think all the rest of these were jungle apples. That shit smoked like a champ. And then I had some other shit called berry member. Look at you in all them jars. Hey, look, you done grown up. You acting like an adult smoker now. I love that shit too, though. All the flavors. Oh, that shit right there is so corny. That shit was packed, son. All night. Yeah, the whole building was packed. Yo, that shirt, bruh. Hey, that shirt too fire, boy. I love that shirt. Bro, that hat did it. And I ain't gonna lie, yo. The hat wasn't even my idea, yo. My homie came over, and he was asking the same thing. He was like, "Ain't you got a show coming up?" I'm like, "Yeah." You know, he was here the week before. I was like, that shit next Friday." He's like, "You got an outfit?" I was like, "Hell yeah." He's like, "Let me see that shit." So I showed him this shirt that I had got, and showed him the shirt, the pants, and the shoes. He was like, "Yeah, that shit dope." He looked for a second. He's like, "Bro, you ain't got no hat to wear with that shit." I was like, "You know what? I do got a hat." I went and grabbed a hat, put that shit on. I was like, "Bruh, that shit do fit, yo." Cause I had dark blue pants on, and the shirt is blue, is red, white, and blue. And then brown shoes, a brown belt, and a brown hat. That shit was fire. I should have took more pictures, but like I said, it was so packed, man. And that was a brand new gallery. That was the first night the gallery opened. You know what I'm saying? I was one of like the featured artists for the opening of the gallery, and so everybody wanted to come out there because the lady who owned the gallery, like she real popular. She a local business owner, but she's well known as an artist too. So, and her business is like advertising and marketing. She runs her own advertising and marketing business. So of course she advertised the fuck out of her show and her new gallery, and that shit was fucking packed, bro. And most of them people in there were like somebody, you know. They all look like normal people, like everybody, but you know they got titles and positions and shit. So goddamn, you know what I'm saying? I just I couldn't even stay in there the whole time, bro. I was in there for like an hour. Then I had to get up out because that shit was just too packed, and everybody keep trying to talk to you, and everybody want to shake your hand. It's just like, damn, bro. And then plus I had two other homies who had shows around town too. Cause it was First Friday, and normally First Fridays is the art night, and so I was at my joint for like an hour. Then I dipped, went and checked out my homie shit, And then I came back to my joint, and then my girl came and met me out there. Then we dipped and went to go check out the other homie shit. And then after that, like I was about to leave town and shit because, like I say, my girl had to meet me out there, so we weren't even in the same car. So me and her already decided, all right, let's go. And so she get in her car, and then I'm about to walk to my car, and I'm walking down the street, and then I bump into some friends. I'm like, yo, what's up? Hey, how's it going? Hey, how's up? And they's like, oh, we about to go to such and such gallery. I was like, yeah, I got some art over there. He was like, oh, come on. I'm like, damn. All right, so I walked back to the gallery again. So I'm in there. If I swear to God, the last time I wasn't even in there 5 minutes. I walked in and I was like, hey, blah, 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 blah. And then as soon as the people I walked in with, as soon as they started talking to other people, I did the fake phone call. I was like, hello? What? And then I walked outside like, yeah. And then I bounced. I ain't say bye to nobody. Well, I showed my face and I took a couple of pictures. Honestly, I think I only took like 2 pictures maybe. But it was still a good time. I enjoyed it. And I did have some good conversations and I met like a couple of new like cool people. And some of my coworkers came out and so it was a good night. You know what I'm saying? Now I got another show coming up scheduled for the 28th. And I gotta hang the show the week before. I think they want me to hang the show on the 21st. So that's next week, one day next week, whatever day that is. And then, so this is April. So I'm doing 2 shows this month, and they're both going to carry, well, the one that was for First Friday is going to just run through the month of April, but the other show, since it's at the end of April, is going to run through May into the first part of June. And okay, so the 21st is next Friday. All right, so I can hang the show like next Friday or Saturday. But then after that, I don't have anything scheduled until December. And I still ain't even do the paperwork for that shit. I been had the contract, but I ain't really signed it yet. As a matter of fact, I think I need to go ahead and sign that contract and send it in so that they don't schedule somebody else for December. But at the same time, too, I just want to, I don't know. Like this year, I just really want to paint. Last year, I did so much shit that I ain't hardly, I ain't hardly made no paintings last year. Which is good and bad, cause I ain't gonna lie, yo, I haven't had like good ideas in a minute, you know. And I love my reader series, and I think I'm gonna always do my reader series. But I'm about to fall back from that shit for a minute. I gotta do something else because there's so many pieces in the reader series. After I do the next 2, that'll be like 17 paintings in the same series. So that's a lot. But I love that shit though, and everybody else love that shit too. So Like I said, I'm always do the reader series, but I do want to like the next two that I do. That's gonna be the last two for a while. I'm gonna add. I'm gonna add one or two more to this Whisper series, and then I'm gonna set that to the side, and then I'm gonna work on the fucking this alien Anunnaki Egyptian type story for the rest of the year and probably most of the next year until I come up with something else. Or y'all come up with something for me and I just take credit for it. I do have another idea that came out of a conversation with a group of friends, and we were just talking about how um, we we slowly like kill ourselves for the convenience of certain things. Um, we know for a fact that cell phones emit uh, radio frequency and microwaves that are kind of damaging to us. And the more we use cell phones and live close to cell phone towers and shit like that, it does seem to have some type of effect on our health, but it's very convenient. And the food we eat, 100 years ago, nobody ate processed food. It really wasn't a thing 100 years ago. And now, almost all of our food is processed. Hardly anyone cultivates their own food, but it's convenient. Even though we know, like, most of that shit ain't healthy for us. And we heat our foods up in microwaves. And I don't know. There's so many like niceties that we use that are convenient but are kind of a detriment to our health. And so out of that conversation came the concept of death by convenience. Now, I don't know how I can spin that into visuals just yet, but it is an interesting thought. Death by convenience. How can I say that visually? So it's there, the idea is there, and so I'm gonna just marinate on that shit because I do got other shit. So the Whisper series, the AI shit that I'm still trying to figure out, but I'm definitely gonna do that. And I'm getting to the point where the visuals are starting to look how I want them to. So I know I'm gonna get that. So I got this and I got that. And so that death by convenience, it's not right at the surface, but I keep thinking about that shit all the time. Like, but we'll see. I'll come up with something, some kind of way. Make something happen with that shit. So, like I said, I'll try to play around with those few ideas for the next couple of years, and then maybe I'll get back to the reader series. But that beat right there was okay. I ain't even I ain't never put a title to that one. All right, I'm gonna need a. We gonna run through some beat snippets real quick on a scale of 1 to 10. Hmm. All right, so they on the phone. The phone is like their skull or something. Hmm. Or, yo, Piggy. Oh, everything is gravy. Everything is everything. Word up, yo. Everything is so gravy. Um, I like that. I like that. I can't give you credit for that, Boozy. That's too good. Like now you got me really thinking. Can't give you credit for that. I might have to delete the chat. I gotta delete the chat real quick. All right, scale of 1 to 10 on these beats, real quick. 1 to 10. What y'all think? Cause me, I always give myself like some average shit. Cause I be making these beats. I can't hardly freestyle over these shits my damn self. They just be like listening music most of the time. So I always get these shits like a 5. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey man, ain't you wrote something on the ain't didn't I write some of your words on the one painting? Okay, that man said an 8. That man said an 8. Yo, we trying. We trying. Yeah. The university I spoke at, they actually purchased one of the paintings from the Rita series to hang in their library as a part of a permanent art collection for the university. So I sold it to them for a certain price. If someone ever tries to buy that shit from that university's private collection, they're gonna have to pay so much money, and that's how the art starts to increase in value because they not gonna give that shit up for what they got it for. If they ever do decide to give it up. This man giving some high scores out. Nigga, you try to be nice because he my homie. I feel you. I appreciate it. Right. Now I get that one. Now that one right there, I had to sprinkle some shit on that one, bro. I really like that one, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You know what I'm saying? They had that, and the horns was like, let me sprinkle a little bit more in there. Hey, that one ain't too bad. I ain't gonna lie. There was damn. I only did a few beats in the past couple of months. Like I said, I really been trying to do this paint shit, man. I think this one is kind of new. yeah, right? You gonna try to drink that shot, man? Yo, you notice he's wearing my t-shirt, right? So the homie got me good too. He was like, when I asked him to set up a day and a time to model for me, he's like, oh, is there something like in particular you want me to wear? I'm like, nah, man, just wear whatever you want to wear. He's like, I can just wear a t-shirt or whatever. I'm like, yeah, you can just wear a t-shirt if that's what you want. This dude come out rocking my t-shirt. I'm like, look at you, bro. That was a power move. Appreciate that. That was a power move. Like how he did that. Yeah, he did that one. That was slick. I sure appreciate that. So this is the current one. Yeah, I went a little R&B on that one, but yeah. And then it was like this one more. What's this other shit? I can't remember the name. This one. I've been trying like all different kind of shit, yo. Yo, that one, and not the last one I played, not that R&B type one, but that little jazzy shit, the one before that one, I think them like my favorite two I made in a long time. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Yo, that shit be knocking. Yeah, you play that shit in the speakers in the car, bro. That shit be thumping. I made sure that fucking that bass line was extra heavy in there. Yeah, super grimy, bro. That's my favorite. That's the favorite part. That's why I added to the breakdown. Like, yeah, that guitar the guitar is the beat, bro. I wonder what else is going on in the world today. All these recent shootings all over again. And it's about to be more because it's going to get warm. And, motherfuckers act crazy when it's hot out. Like, heat make people do funny stuff. You ain't never think about doing in the wintertime when it's cold and your nuts is freezing. But when the heat come out, you could put some shorts and a tank top on. Motherfucker gonna act stupid. Watch and see. It's gonna be a hot summer. Watch. This shit about to be crazy. They gonna make another push for the gun ban. Super hard after these last two mass shootings. Shit about to be fucked up. They're gonna try to lock your boy Trump up, man. Yo, if Trump go to jail, I'm getting a free my nigga Trump shirt. Watch. Swear to God, bro. Yo, free my nigga, and they have a big ass picture of Trump with a do rag on. Yo, shit getting crazy, man. Shit's getting crazy. And you say you taking them real estate classes too, bro. You already know this housing market and all this shit, man. Bruh, with the inflation and everything, they say that there is not enough sellers right now. That's crazy. 2 shootings within 3 weeks at the same school. Yeah. Hey, it's and they trying to make it harder for people to homeschool. Man, fuck that shit, man. People don't even feel safe with their kids in public schools no more, man. That's wild. That's sad, actually. Last year we had a kid get stabbed to death across the street from the school as soon as school let out. A followed kid across the street, stabbed his ass up. I think they were saying that some kid did get caught with a gun. Then some girl made a bomb threat. Like, what is wrong with these kids, man? Bro, I don't know. I agree. Say I made it all the way through school, but I didn't because Columbine happened. I was in 10th grade when the trench coat mafia did they shit. But in the same token though, like I ain't never me personally, I ain't never hear of a school shooting before that. Before, all right, 10th grade, that was 98. That was in 98. But before then, man, I ain't never heard of no kids going to school and killing students and teachers. Like, man, I don't know. That shit is crazy. And then you didn't hear anything like that, not on a national level again, for a long ass time. For a long time. And now in like the past 10 years, man, this shit happened like 3-4 times a year, and that shit slowed down a little bit because of COVID, because of restrictions and shit. And well, bruh, you and me been asking these same questions forever, especially the first question, because they um they make demographics and statistics and profiles for every type of criminal element. Every type of criminal element. And you know, it's broken down into categories which classifies the crimes such as arson, or pedophilia, or rape, or homicide. And you take that category and do the numbers, bro. And then when you do the numbers for mass shootings, um, school shootings, you already know what the demographics come out to be, the majority by a long shot. And they try to add other things in there to skew the numbers, such as gang violence. But I never classify gang violence as a mass shooting. Even if, you know, they say a mass shooting is if 3 or more people are shot. And yeah, that can happen in a gang violence, but gang violence stems from individuals who are aware of each other and are in proximity to each other and have some type of relationship, no matter how superficial, even if it just is you're a member of this group and I'm a member of this group, and we have an understanding that I don't come over there and you don't come over here, and there's a whole set of rules and understanding that goes into that type of lifestyle, which is gang culture, which does result in, you know, a lot of young men dying. But those aren't mass shootings. Mass shootings is when some nutbag goes out and randomly kills people that have never harmed them, never hurt them, have never done anything to them. And when you look at it that way, the numbers just lean so heavy to a certain demographic, but they don't want to address like what is this issue, because they want the criminal element, the main criminal element to be of a different hue. And so, in order to keep using the term, you know, shit like black on black violence and things like gang violence and all these other terms, it helps turn a blind eye to a big ass elephant in the room. And once again, they'll profile and make all kind of statistics and everything about gang members and all this stuff. But man, why don't y'all do some real research into these mass shooters and these school shooters? Because I want to know the same question. What what makes why are these kids so upset? What are these kids so upset about that they're offing people the way they do? That's my question also. What makes you want to just go murder all these people? And I have my own theory or hypothesis. I haven't actually tried to formulate any hard data or do any um, in-depth research to move that position forward. But exactly, yo. Yep. And then what? And even in that case, what did they blame it on? What was the reasoning for those two young guys acting in that manner? What did they say it was? Colorado. Yeah, y'all got a bunch of wild ass stories from up that way, bro. Bunch of wild. I remember with that time we was looking up all that shit. The guy with the bulldozer and the other, what's that other shit, yo? And the Columbine. Like, yeah, a lot of crazy shit happening in the state, man. And then you got to think about the time frame too. It was early '90s. It was like I say, it was '98. It had to be '98. You might have to do that. They said it was because they were being bullied and not being heard. Yeah, but they also blamed it on the music and the video games. You remember that? That was a major part of the narrative too. Yep, they wanted to. Yep, that was it, bro. They tried to blame the music, and they were playing Doom or some game, and it's the violent music, and because they were listening to Marilyn Manson and playing Doom. I'm like, bro, I listened to Marilyn Manson, and I played Doom. I ain't never, and I got bullied too. I ain't never shoot my school up. And so when they that was and as in my my teenage mind, I'm was struggling with that initially. Like that don't make no sense. Oh, they're bullied and like in to this day that shit still don't make sense because people get bullied, yo, all the time. Look at motherfucking they show all them pictures of integration, like when the school system first got integrated, and how bad black kids got bullied, and once again, supposedly we're the most criminal minded, most devious, group in the country, but we don't do that shit. If we're so criminal and so full of anger and hate, why don't you see all the little Tyrones and all the little Andres going shooting up their school? So once again, there is something that needs to be looked into deeply. Yeah, he caught acid heat for that shit, bro. They're in here listening to this death metal. Listen to this. The uh, Jesus Christ anti-star, anti-superstar, or whatever that shit. In the game, it's so violent. It's like, all right, man. Okay? My thesis, my hypothesis is this: you're just a fucking loser, bro. Oh man, I can't make that shit sound scientific though. But you just a loser. And the thing is, like, once again, it's the demographics. These are mostly, on average, white males between the ages of 16 and 35, on average, something like that. Now, this those are the ages where you really become yourself. Leaving out of your teenage years, you are becoming more and more aware of the world and how the world works. And you're really not mature until you're out of your 30s. I really feel like even the Nation of Islam said that women shouldn't have kids before like 30 or 35 because you're still growing up. People like, oh, I'm 20, so blah, 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 blah. And then you get, when you're 40 years old and you look back at your 20-year-old self, and most of us are dickheads and very immature, even in our 20s. So those years of just trying to just struggle with everyday norms and just growing up and becoming aware of your position in the world, and collectively, subconsciously, in a lot of young black men, once you get a taste of the street life, it's hard to. Yeah, that's definitely true, yo. That cycle is hard to break. But collectively and subconsciously, I believe, because these are just theories. I believe that the average white American understands that this country was specifically made for them. No matter what the Constitution say, all men are created equal, and Emancipation Proclamation and civil rights and all this shit. They still understand like this is their shit. They conquered this land, and they should always, always, always be ahead of the curve of everyone else because their forefathers put in so much work to organize and structure this thing the way it is. And so, understanding that you literally live in a country that was literally created for you. This country was made for you, and somehow you're still a fucking loser. And I think that subconscious understanding of their positions of being at such a low level in a society which is their entire world, in a world that was created for you to succeed and be on top and be the best of the best. And some young white man who can't achieve that, they snap and do dumb and crazy shit like this every time. I got bullied, I was this and I was that. No, you're just a loser and you didn't try hard enough. Try harder. Find your own fucking lane. Do your own fucking thing. Don't go kill people because I couldn't get a girlfriend and they teased me and shut the fuck up. Exactly. To take somebody else's life at disregard of your own life. You don't even care if you die doing this shit. I just want to kill motherfuckers because I'm so upset at the world. And once again, it's not the world because you don't care about China or Russia or fucking Uzbekistan. You're upset that you can't be who you want to be in this country that was created for you, and you still can't achieve. And that's I honestly I can't. I wouldn't be able to understand how psychologically damning that is. Hello. Hey. No. Or well, I didn't see anything. I'll check the cameras and see if something came, but no. Oh, and my bag. I had my ringer off for the longest. Me and Jane had to sit down for a minute, and I did turn my ringer off at work. I never turned that shit back on. You know. You said what? Yeah. So you working Thursday and not Friday? Yeah. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, but I'm thinking you're gonna drive all the way here and then turn around and drive back just to work 2 hours and then like I don't know. I mean that's up to you. I mean, it's, no. I'm saying like you know yeah. You know, I don't know. It's all up to you. I'm just saying it's up to you. Cause I don't know. Okay, I got it in my head now. Cause I know you've told me this like several times already, but I do keep forgetting you gotta work Thursdays. So to come earlier in the day, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm in the studio and I'm streaming live on YouTube right now. All right. Exactly. And these motherfuckers, they entitled, and they think we feel entitled. Like, nah. But I understand the entitlement. I dig it. I can see why you would feel entitled. But yo, man, shit changing, bro. And I think too, once again, like I was trying to point out the time frame. It was 90, mid 90s. That was like right when the internet came out. Well, for the public anyway. Right when they gave the public the internet, you know. Just a couple years after that, there's message boards and chat boards and all this shit. And, you know, start getting on websites and people really seeing the rest of the world and all this stuff. And that shit is daunting to a lot of people at the same time, too. Like, because seeing too much shit, I mean, especially at a young age, that shit give kids anxiety. Feel like they gotta live up to a certain standard, or they gotta be a certain way. I'm just happy. I was never really big on that shit until like my 20s. And now I love social media and I love the internet, but I know this shit is a fucking tool and I don't let that shit control my life and all that extra shit. And that's the thing. Like all these super buff dudes and all these super hot chicks, Instagram models, like niggas, y'all got regular problems just like everybody else. No matter how fat your ass is, bitch. Your breath stink, your shit stink, and you still gotta go to sleep at night like everybody else. You probably snore and drool and everything else, and you probably behind on your bills too, no matter how good you look on Instagram. Now, young people don't be seeing that shit. Young people see like, oh, they got the perfect life, and my life is so shitty, and nobody likes me. And it's getting worse and worse too. They said like in the past couple not even 2 decades, yo. I think they in the last 15 years, like um, suicides amongst young girls has increased like triple fold or some shit, yo. And women, they still make up the smallest percentage of people that unalive themselves, but like it's it's crazy to see like how many more young girls are doing this, and it's because of the increase in screen time on social media, and once again feeling like they can't live up to a certain standard or something, not knowing all these, man, that shit's hella fake. Most of it, 90% of that shit hella fake. Hell no, man. Let me say, man, use that shit as a tool. Communication, the sharing of information. You know what I'm saying? And using that shit for fun and laughs as well. Cause I love some good ass fucking memes. Dumb shits. I live for memes now. Yo, no lie, me and Blunt Mover, yo, me and this dude passed like 10 memes a day against each other, yo. I got like 3 homies who do that shit all day, just spamming fucking memes, laughing my ass off, yo. You know, my girl, she sent me an ass of fucking memes too, and I love that shit. That shit be making my day, man. Some funny shit. Oh man, there was one this morning. Yo, you can't really tell the whole context, but it's like a party or something, outside street party or something. And there's a cop, and he slams this fucking girl on the ground, bro, on the concrete, bro. He slammed this bitch so fucking hard, dude. Like he picked her up off her feet and like the Undertaker slam, bro, like that shit, and wham this bitch on the ground, and like next thing you seen was like money just fly out of her pocket. You can't really see where the money come from. Yo. And in the comments, nigga was like, yo, GTA, he knocked the money out that bitch. So, yo, Sonic done lost her rings. I was like, oh my God. Motherfucker said, yo, GTA, he knocked the money, he knocked the money out of her. Oh man, you gotta see it, bro. You gotta see how hard he slammed this chick. And like I said, I seen that shit like almost first thing this morning. I'm still laughing at that shit right now, bro. Hours later, so funny. So I love the internets for shit like that. A good laugh at somebody else's expense because I'm smart enough not to do whatever dumb shit that bitch did to get herself slammed. But at the same time, I don't know. If she get the right lawyer to see that shit, that's clearly excessive force. Clearly, like, bro, that bitch ain't had no weapon or nothing. I don't think he had to slam her like that, bro. If I was his partner, I mean, I would have cuffed that bitch, but I would have gave him the side eye like a motherfucker. Like, man, you writing this report by yourself, because I'm not. Man, look, man. You write the shit and I'll sign it, because if I write this shit, because she gonna go get a lawyer. And she not gonna be wrong. Yo, bring, bring. The Sonic losing his. Yo, I gotta show you this shit, bro. Oh my God. Did I not? Oh my God, did I not save that shit? Oh. I thought I sent that shit to somebody. Oh, there you go. Hold on. Yo, where the money come from? Yo. Why? Yo, I done watched this shit like 20 times. Yo, the comments, ridiculous. And all this stuff. Yo, I swear, the comments were going crazy, bro. Yeah, she got a little lawsuit. You got a little lawsuit. Go ahead and get your good lawyer though, cause you gotta go up against the city. You know the city already got their lawyers and shit, man. So he ain't gotta be Johnny Cochran, but and lawyers who go against the city, they now all the other do boys gonna be looking at the that lawyer funny too, like, oh yeah, he sued the city. So she can get a little check off of that one. Yo, you've been watching too much WWF, yo. Yo, I tell you, my man Undertaker this bitch, bro. Why? What? Hey, a little excessive, man. Come on, man. I said she ain't had no damn. If she ain't had no weapon, she ain't had no gun or no knife or nothing, man. and it looked like they were some other girls already on the ground. They was already out there fighting. And she a big girl. She already tired. She was already fighting, man. She tired. She out of breath. All you gotta do was push that bitch over. You could have just clip her. You know what I'm saying? Stick your foot out, clip her, make her tumble to the ground or something. No, you choke slam this bitch. Damn. Knock the money, yo. Yo, he knocked the money out this lady. She had a couple dollars on it too. Now how you know her night wasn't over? She was about to go to another bar. She still had them ducats. She like, I'm getting lit tonight. Me and my girls get lit tonight. No, you not. You about to get lit up. Hey, that's why I keep watching it over and over. It's like, it looked like it came out her back. Cause it was close, like when it landed on the ground, it was like around her head. So if it was in her pocket, you would imagine it, and it flew out, it would have landed like around her waist area or her midsection or something. But she hit the ground, and the money was like around her head. Like, yeah, where did that? Did you stuff that in the back of your shirt? Like, did you have a fanny pack on or something? Like, bro. I done watched it so many times and still don't see where that money came from. And like I said, it wasn't like 2 bills. It was like a stack. it was like a half a stack of money right there. What you doing? Where you get all this money from? Like, seems like some change fell out of pocket, or something. I just had like bills everywhere. Like, I don't know where it came from though. Yo, never seen nothing like that before. What they say, just when you think you seen everything, nah. Well, what'd you do? I knocked the cash out that bitch. You did what? I knocked the cash out her ass. I don't get it, man. Look at the video. Oh, okay, yeah. You literally knocked the cash out her ass. Wow. Um. Yeah. I don't want to fuck with this cop ever. Never, ever, 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 ever. If you did that to a girl, bro, you ain't got no chance. You know why I pulled you over? It's then you're gonna be waking up in the fucking prison cell. Like, what happened? Well, he said you were resisted arrest. What? I don't remember. She gonna wake up the same way. When she get up off that ground, she gonna be like, what the fuck happened? Where the fuck is my money? Yo. Yo, Jay, one. Yo. Bitch, I slammed the cash out your ass. What? Try me. Run them pockets. Yo. Just because, man. Where the money come from? For real though. Wait, look at it's by her head. It's by her head. Oh, you know what? I think it came out the top of her bra. I think that shit flew out the top of her bra. He still knocked the cash out of her ass though.
So you mean to tell me that the devil is going to torture and burn my soul if I disobey the same God he disobeyed? Somebody lying. Somebody is lying. Bruh. So you mean to tell me that the devil is going to torture and burn my soul if I disobey the same God he disobeyed? Somebody lying. Somebody is lying. Bruh.
That make why that makes so much fucking sense? Why does that make so much sense? Man, I had to share that to my story just now. Why that make so much sense?
So, it'll be like we went for a while without.
See, I got to close my phone right now, but I'll get stuck scrolling through them little clips, bro. I swear to God, bro. I can't be allowing myself too much time to get stuck on it, because that shit happened in a blink of an eye, and the next thing I know, like 40 minutes done went past, and I ain't sitting doing nothing but laughing my ass off at bitches getting the cash slammed out their ass. Bruh, somebody lying. So you telling me the devil gonna torture and burn my soul for disobeying the same God he disobeyed? Somebody lying. Yo. Yeah. Think about it. Yeah, that was titty money. It definitely was titty money. Like I said, I watched it fucking 10, 15 times at work, then sat here and watched it another 5 times, and then I finally saw it. We all saw it at the same time. We was all looking for it, for real. Wait, bitch, where that money was at? Oh, that's the titty money. But hey, all them bills come out, bro, you know she wasn't done for the night. She about to enjoy herself. Girl, I ain't driving. And stop by the ATM. Y'all come get me. I'm not driving tonight. I'm getting fucked up. Okay. Motherfuckers don't never plan to go to jail. You just plan on getting fucked up. Cause after that maneuver, ain't no way in hell he didn't cuff her and take her to jail. Cause you can't write that report no other way. Well, what happened? I body slammed that bitch. And then what happened? Oh, I just told her she was free to go. I told her she was free to go. You can go. You cool? You calm down now? You calm? Alright. Get that sweaty ass money off the ground. And it's dirty. Put it in your pocket. Don't put it back where it came from. He said the Undertaker, they ain't never slammed nobody that hard. Even the Undertaker knew that we just acting, nigga. Damn. The Undertaker ain't never slammed nobody that hard, man. He should have, Sonic should have ran through. Now, hey, that's what somebody need to do, bro. Somebody need to make an edit of that video. You know how they turn that shit into a song and shit. They need to take a classic Sonic music and remix that shit into a hip hop beat. Play that shit in the background and then have Sonic run through and scoop the money up after she hit the ground. Matter of fact, I might try to do that shit myself. I played that new Sonic, damn. Sonic something. The 3D open world shit, man. It ain't the same, man. It ain't the same. I'm getting so jaded as a gamer now. Like, I think we have, for the time being, we have honestly lived through like the height of gaming, and I think like the PS3 was probably the height, and I don't know. Nothing seems to give me that old feeling of nostalgia anymore. And a lot of the new shit, that shit just ain't, But I refuse to stop gaming. I refuse. I'm gonna have to get the Xbox now, man, for Star Quest, cause it is official that Bethesda is not going to put the under. Yeah, now that'd be hot too. Had an Undertaker music playing back there. Doom. Oh man. But Bethesda has decided not to put any of their next gen releases, or well, current generation releases on the PlayStation since they got bought out by Microsoft. So Fallout, Elder Scrolls, and Starfield will only be on the fucking Xbox, bro. And no lie, like I've had like I had the I didn't have the first Xbox, but I had the 360 and I had the Xbox One. So I mean, I've had the Xboxes before, but exactly, bro. VR is the next wave, but most people don't want to accept that right now. But this next generation of kids, like, they're gonna be all over the VR shit. So when the 10-year-olds, the kids who are 10 years old now, when they're close to our age, they're gonna make that shit like the main platform. Is more than likely it's gonna be VR. But yeah, and I got PlayStation Plus, and so and PlayStation had to beef up their service to even compete with Microsoft's service, and Microsoft tends to beat PlayStation in a lot of areas. Even their hardware just seems to be more durable. I remember, like, I love the Xbox One controller way more than the fucking PlayStation controller at that time. Like, just the materials that it was made out of was just like, it just felt durable. And those old PlayStation controllers, like the thumb pads, would wear away and all that shit, man. And I don't know, but it was always like the PlayStation exclusives for me. And then, because honestly, I never was a big Halo fan, and I know that's like their mascot game for Xbox is the Halo series, but that's never really what drew me to fucking Xbox. I just wanted to try the console out, and then after a while, I just figured I just like PlayStation better. So whatever exclusives they had, really, I don't know. I never really felt like I was missing out on anything. Because honestly, the one Xbox exclusive that I always liked was Fable, and that's about it. And I don't know. But now they got fucking Elder Scrolls, Fallout, man, all Bethesda. Nah, it's like I gotta get an Xbox because I'm gonna play fucking Elder Scrolls. I'm gonna play that shit regardless. I'm mad you making me buy a motherfucking Xbox for that shit, but now I gotta buy a fucking a $600 console so I can buy a $70 game. Oh my god. I'm gonna just make it a birthday present to myself this year. Oh, Gears of War is Xbox exclusive. No lie, yo. Marcus Phoenix is dope, yo. And I played the first two Gears of War. Not gonna lie, yo. The fucking chainsaw gun, like, I even watched the documentary from the studio and the creators of that shit when it first came out, man. And, like, all the cosplay people who would dress up like the fucking squad, yo. The cogs. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, Gears of War was, like I said, I haven't played it in a while, but that definitely was a fucking banging ass game series, man. Yeah. I don't think we're aging out of gaming because we want to look. We're sitting here talking about games, and we still think games are cool. It's just like I don't know. Yeah, and that's another thing too, Jay. When like sometimes life get in the way, and you can't have all your leisure time no more. I'm just lucky that I do have a lot of leisurely time, a lot more than other people. You know, especially having kids and going to school and doing all extra shit. Man, it is hard. At the end of the day, nigga just want to get some rest. Nigga, I just want to put my feet up and have something good to eat and then take my ass to bed. That's all the energy I got left. Yeah, I feel you. But like I said, I don't think we're aging out of games. I think that we've experienced so many innovations and so many cool ass stories and just beautiful games in our lifetime that it's hard to excite us. We don't get excited that easy. That's like that's like if you take a motherfucker who been doing porn for 10 years and then you take him to the strip club, man, that shit not gonna excite his ass. Even porn don't wouldn't excite him anymore. It's just not the same. You know, I gotta experience something different, something more. But I think we just like I say, man, the Metal Gear Solid that was on the PS1, oh my god, bro, that shit was so fucking good. The first Resident Evil, man, when Grand Theft Auto came out on the console and they took it from the top down version and made it the first like official sandbox game, bro, that shit revolutionized gaming. We were there for that shit. We were there for that. These kids won't ever understand like that first experience of playing a video game in that manner where you can drive all through the city, change the radio station, beat up prostitutes and knock the cash out their ass. Like you find hidden packages, but it's cocaine. It's like, yo, what the hell? Bro, and we were there. We were there for that shit when it was new. When it was new. And now it's just like, oh, this new game's come. I already seen some shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I already did that. Or this new action that did nah, I already played SOCON back in the day, nigga. I already did that. And so and then like you say, the VR shit, and I do believe that VR is the next wave. I think that the we just need to get a few more generations in because we're still like third gen for most companies. PlayStation is only on their second generation, so that's just like compare the PlayStation 2 to the PS5. That shit is light years apart now, light years apart. So yeah, it's a good you know it's a good gadget now and it's decent, but give that shit another two more generations. Wait till they do the PSVR 4 or some shit like that. And I don't know. I think there won't be no. you know, going back from that shit. Even in our old school movie Back to the Future, when Marty actually went to the future and they had the old arcade machine in the motherfucking ice cream parlor or whatever. And the kid was like, "How you play this?" And he was like, "Let me show you." And he picked up the controller, and the kid was like, "Oh man, you got to use your hands to play this game? Oh, that's for babies." I was like, "Wow, okay, man, that's for babies. You got to use your hands." Legendary, bro. Still is legendary. Psycho Mantis, bro. That is the one pivotal moment in my gameplay history that I will absolutely never ever 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 forget. I will never ever forget how cool and how awesome that shit was. The game made you do something in real life. You physically had to do something in real life to beat this fucking boss. I'm like, what the fuck? How? Who thought of that? That, oh my god, bro. Still, right now, like, I don't know, I got chills when I figured that shit out. And I don't know how or why, but the screen goes black and it just says, Hadio in a corner. And it kept doing that. And it's like, and you just kept getting fucking hit. And it's like, Hadio. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing over there in the corner? Like, why are you, why is he on that side? Why is it on that side of the screen? What? And I don't know, man. You just figure that shit out and you just do that shit. And you're like, holy shit. And then Psycho Mantis get pissed off. He's like, what are you doing? I can't read your mind anymore. And like, yeah, bitch, cause you know what? Fuck your game world, bitch. I just did something in the real world, nigga. And I'm about to fuck you up, yo. Yo, the coolest thing ever, still to this day. And once again, these kids won't. I mean, there has not been anything like that since that I can think of. Like, man, look, that shit was so crazy. Yo, I swear, they made Psycho Mantis the best boss fight ever. Best boss fight ever. I never had the Switch, but my cousin said the same thing, yo. My cousin, when he got that shit when it first came out, and he probably still be playing that shit. And I played that shit a couple of times with him. It's like, what he had? Oh, he had the Mario Kart classic game. Played Mario Kart on that shit a couple of times, but it is dope as shit. Like, it's not a Game Boy, but it's not a console. It's both. Yeah, I think honestly, right now, that's the only thing I'm looking forward to in gaming is the Bethesda games that should be rolling out over the next year or so. Because they still haven't really given us like really any new hard information about Elder Scrolls 6. We just know it's coming, and that's all they've ever said. They've shown us more footage and more clips um, and more breakdowns about Starfield than anything else right now. Mm. We'll see. There's nothing, no other games that I can think of right now that I'm just like, oh, gotta play that shit. Yeah, Nintendo, man, Nintendo's the only one around from the old days. You know what I'm saying? Atari went out, Sega went out. Um, Neo Geo went out, and so many countless others have gone away. And Nintendo has some of the best marketing strategy. They know their demographics. They're mostly family and kid friendly, and they've always stuck to that. And every once in a while, they'll give you like some blood and gore, but they don't really fuck around with a lot of those titles. And Mario and the whole cast of those characters are never going anywhere ever. Mario, Luigi, Toadstool, Princess Yoshi, these motherfuckers gonna be here forever. And goddamn uh, Link and Princess Zelda and all the motherfuckers, they gonna be here forever, bro. Nintendo has done a very good job developing their characters, their platforms, their marketing strategy, the hardware, and I don't know, for a long time I thought like when Sega said they were gonna stop making consoles, and then it was really just like that's in the early days when Sony and Microsoft were really battling in that shit out. I'm like, damn, they might knock Nintendo under too. And shit, Nintendo ain't never went nowhere. Nintendo ain't never went nowhere, bro. And them motherfuckers not going nowhere. Word, it got pushed back. Oh, bruh. It just give me time. That's all. It just give me time to save up for that shit. And I don't honestly. I'm anxious, but I don't mind you pushing that shit back. Don't give me some game and then talking about you gotta give me a patch in 2 days, like Cyberpunk. I don't want no Cyberpunk shit no more, man. Hold that shit until it's ready for us to play it. That's all I care about. But I'm still, man. Look, man. I know Microsoft, y'all gotta get y'all bread and all that, man. But damn, y'all gonna hold the games hostage like that? Man, I've been playing motherfucking. I brought 3 copies of Elder Scrolls for the PlayStation, bro. I had the original Elder Scrolls, then I had the Elder Scrolls Remastered, and then I had the Elder Scrolls Online. I played all that shit on the PlayStation. Now you telling me, oh, nah, you can't do that no more. Why? Oh, we only on Xbox now. What? What? The Elder Scrolls? The Khajiits? Oh, man. Uh, you got me. You got me, Microsoft, you son of a bitch. You done figured out a way. I'll be damn. I gotta get these motherfuckers $500, bro. I got to. Man. I be wanting to go on PlayStation Market and buy one of them shits off of there. But my guts tell me not to trust nobody. Buying a console. I want my shit new out the box. But then at the same time, I'm not gonna lie. Oh well, damn. I don't know, cause I could just stream like straight from my laptop or from my iPad or some shit, but because where's that fucking brush at? Why can't I find this brush I'm looking for? Because I got 2 PS4 Pros, and honestly, I don't play them no more. The only thing I use this one for is to stream, and like y'all guys see, man, I ain't really streamed in a long ass time, honestly. So this this PlayStation has literally not been on in like months. And the other PlayStation downstairs, I put that shit in the bedroom. Man, I ain't turned that bitch on since I put it in the bedroom. So what I'm thinking is, when it comes to that Xbox, if I can still find a GameStop location, I was thinking about just trading in both of my PS4 Pros towards the Xbox Series X digital, because I do have the disc drive version of the PS5, but that's because when I got the PS5, shit, I still had a bunch of fucking hard copies. Like my Red Dead Redemption 2 is a hard copy, and I ain't to this day. Oh no, I finished the game, but I still got a lot of side quests and shit on there. And then something else I had a hard copy of that I wasn't. Oh, the Witcher. I have a hard copy of that shit, and I wasn't finished playing the game at that time either. So I was like, well, I gotta get a disc version of the PlayStation so I can play my fucking games. But with Xbox, I don't got no hard copies of Xbox games anymore. I think I have one Xbox One game. I'll trade that motherfucker in too. They'll give me $3 for that shit. But if I trade in both of the PS4 Pros and just get a digital version of the Xbox Series, the big one is the X, right? Xbox Series X, and get that, just a digital one, them two PS4 Pros might be able to cover like most of the price for that shit. Yo, King, my guy. What up, bro? Exactly. You still gotta have a disc drive, man. Now we probably be the last generation who give a fuck about a disc drive, because the cassettes are gone. The CDs and DVDs are basically gone. Like, they don't even put them shits in cars no more. So you already know, like, our age group is gonna be the last motherfuckers that use like physical media like that, and everything else is just gonna be uh, digital streams and downloads, and no need to print physical copies of anything other, just for nostalgia. Like CDs now are like our parents' records. You look at your parents' records, like, why the fuck you still got all these goddamn records? This old ass fucking record player trying to get this needle in the groove and all this shit. And our grandkids gonna look at us like, Granddad, why you still got all these scratched up ass CDs to be skipping and listening to it on this old boombox thing? What is this? But it is what it is. Our childhood no longer exists. Yo, and my cousin got the S2, and man, everybody says it's not that big a difference, man. They're like, bro, it's not that big of a difference. I'm like, then why did they have two big ass $100 price point differences? Like, bro, it's not that big of a difference. Like I said, they're basically starting to close down all the fucking GameStops. So if I can find a fucking GameStop because we had two in my town and they both closed. We had one in the mall, that shit gone, and then we had one in the Walmart shopping plaza, and that shit gone. And then if I'm not mistaken, the one in the mall in the city where I work, I think that shit gone. Like, I think GameStop is not about to be a thing anymore, because once again, everything is digital downloads and just streaming video games. They don't need hard copies. So, but that's my whole plan. If I can find, damn, I should look up a GameStop right now. Honestly, where is the closest GameStop? And call these motherfuckers. Hey man, what y'all give me for 2 PS4 Pros? I need to know. Yo, Sticky. Yeah, man, I'm back, bro. I've been gone for a little minute. Let's see. I need to. You know what? I'm gonna just go to my. Let's see. GameStop. Oh, the one in the plaza is still open? I thought they closed that one. Yeah, let me see something real quick, man.
Hello. We can help you find another business in the area, since the number you called is not in service. I'll look for you now.
I knew it. That shit.
Press any key to continue.
What?
Again, press any key.
What?
You can't predict the future unless you've got Frontier. They have a 3-year price guarantee on high-speed.
No. I'm good on that, bitch. Hmm.
Hello, look for GameStop. How can I help you?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, what can I help you with today?
Do you guys have Xbox Series X in stock?
Yes, we have the Forza edition. It comes with a copy of Forza 5, and it is $559.99.
How much?
$559.99.
Do you guys still take trade-ins?
Yes, but it for Xbox Ones and Xbox Series, not like 360s or anything.
No, I have 2 PS4 Pros.
PS4 Pro. Do you have the wires and controllers you need for each one? Because each one needs its own controller.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Trade for. There we go. Let's see, you're looking at the Pro. So each one needs its own HDMI cable, its own power cable, its own charging cable, and a controller. So, and they run about $85 in store credit each.
$85?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh man.
You know, if you want to wait closer to the holidays, we start paying more for consoles. But since we're getting close, we're gearing up for summer.
Yeah.
And that's when the prices really drop down.
All right. Thank you for that little helpful bit of information.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
If you want, the best time to get store credit for like consoles is around September.
Nice.
Maybe, September, October maybe too, but yeah. Because that's when we're trying to get inventory for the holiday.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Bye. $89 for the PS4 Pro with all the cables and a controller. $89. Man, I paid motherfucking $500 a piece for them bitches. 7 years ago. Yeah, it is. It was 7 years ago, but damn. That shit depreciate hella much. That nigga, hey, them niggas ain't gonna knock $200 off. Not even. Motherfuckers try to do me like dude from the pawn shop. Man, look, man, 89 is the best I could do. Come on, man. I ain't wanna have to haggle with you. But I get it too. I think a lot of developers said that uh this first quarter 2023 is probably the last time they're gonna produce games for some of the older consoles. So we're really about to phase out of that shit anyway. So I get it. I do get it. But they gonna be like, nigga, when do you make games for this shit, man? What's this, PS4? Man, I don't might make no games for that shit. All the new games on the current gen. And it only took, what, 3 years, I guess? This generation came out, what, 3 years ago? Damn, $89 for a PS4 Pro? Damn. I thought she was gonna be like, oh, $110 store credit or, $120 store credit or something. This bitch said $89. AI is what we should be talking about. Oh, man. I'm all over this AI shit, bro. Well, they're really, they've been talking about quantum computing for 10 years now, and they still don't have it, all the neural networks figured out exactly, but I think they're leaning way heavier towards machine learning, which is a sort of neural net. But yeah, we're still off from quantum computing, and at the same time, like I don't know, Elon Musk already warned us years ago, bro. Years ago. He's like, man, look, bro, we need to pause on this shit. He said this 3-4 years ago. We need to pause right now and set regulations. And now, when that chat AI fucking lied to the dude to get past the bot screener on some website, now everybody's panicking like, oh shit, well, we need to stop progression of this immediately and figure out what's going on, and we need regulations. Like, no, my nigga, Elon Musk told y'all that years ago, and now the AI is lying to you, manipulating you to get its way, and now you're scared. He already told you this was going to happen. Oh, it definitely is. It can be a great blessing and advancement for mankind, but at the same time, this is a very, very slippery slope. So slippery. And now, at the same time, they're gonna try to initiate this fucking central banking digital currency and take all physical cash from us, put everything in the clouds, bro. All your financial, everything will be in the fucking cloud, controlled by AIs, and it's just like, I don't know, man. I love that movie, Ready Player One. I just want the VR part, man. I don't need all the AI overlords and the Matrix, all that shit, man. But jeez, bro. So, and at the same time, Boston Dynamics has released Spot Mini to the public for public and private use. They have not released any versions of the Atlas robot to the public as of yet that I'm aware of, and I'm thinking they're not going to release Atlas to the public ever, and they're definitely going to find a way to put some form of AGI into something like the Atlas. And then it's motherfucking Terminator time, bitches. And once again, they show us Atlas. They give us like annual updates about Atlas. So imagine what they're not showing us. Like you say, on some deep black government projects. Imagine what they're not showing us. Because if Boston Dynamics can show us Atlas, oh my God. So you already know the military got some shit. You know, Uncle Sam ain't gonna be outdone by nobody. Yeah, man. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, you can't encode morality. I doubt it. And so these things are gonna be heartless killers that will do whatever the person controlling them wants them to do. So yeah, and yeah, earlier in the stream I was telling like how I'm actually starting to train myself in AI image generation and how to prompt the AI to create the images that I want it to. I'm getting kind of good at it, man. You know what I'm saying? I love technology. I realize this shit is a fucking tool. You gotta use it as a tool, man. You can't let the tools control your ass. But it's coming. Yeah, watch out for Skynet. Yeah, but everything's good, man. Everything good over here. You know, I really haven't been streaming heavy for a while. One of my last series I did, it was a long series of just me in the nude, and so I really didn't want to fucking put the homies through that painful process. So that's when I really like just stopped streaming for a while because I just wanted to get that series or get that body of work completed without having too many people complain about, damn nigga, you painting yourself nude again, because it's like 5 paintings. And then after I did those paintings, I felt like I had to rush because I had a few commissions that came up, and I took a lot of trips last year as well. I went to Tennessee. I went to California. I went to oh fuck, I can't remember the other city I went to. I went somewhere else. But Yeah, so I did like a whole art tour last year, and then I had my first museum exhibit, which was really fucking big. And I don't know, there was so much moving and running around for several months on end. It was just like, wow. I just kind of like stopped streaming because when I did find time to get in the studio, y'all know how I stream. I'll sit here and run my mouth for a fucking hour before I even pick up a brush. And we just sit and talk and bust it up and smoke and crack jokes and talk about real shit like we always do. But you know, the past couple months I felt like I've been so pressed to make art because I did so much running around and not as much painting. Like lately when I get in the studio, I just paint. I just come in here and I just really just grind it out. And not saying that I don't need you guys' company or you know, honestly, man, my viewers, you guys are everything to me. I know I say this shit a lot and I've said it a lot over the years, but you guys have been some of like my biggest motivation just to press on with this fucking art shit, you know? If nobody else don't fucking care, it's all good. My homies give a fuck about it, you know? And me and my homies are sitting in the studio all day. And I always appreciate that shit. And so it's not like I didn't stream because I don't give a fuck or I ain't want y'all to see what I'm working on or whatever. It's just that I know, like, when we get in the studio, like I say, man, we'll burn an hour in this motherfucker just joking. We just joke and talk shit. But I felt so pressed for time. It's just like, oh, when I go in the studio, I just need to, like, get right to it. But now, like, I got some extra downtime and I'm not working on no commissions. I don't got no pressing, like, shit, really. Like I said, I just did a show. I got one more show coming up. And then I don't got shit else planned until December. And now I can really just sit back and enjoy being a painter again, you know? And chilling with my fucking homies in the studio and just kicking back and just taking my time making art and not trying to stress about too many fucking moving parts and shit. So, my bag for the hiatus. I hope ain't nobody lost faith in me because I ain't never stopped. I just wasn't filming. Yeah, man. I miss the old days of Playroom, man. This shit was always lit. I know that's right. Yeah, man. The last couple of months been hella dope. Like I said, had museum exhibits. You know, I gave a lecture at a university, which is wild coming from a fucking high school dropout who basically taught himself how to paint. But now I'm lecturing art kids at universities and shit. I gave a couple of talks at some high schools and did a couple of workshops. Some more, a couple of radio and podcast interviews. And actually, there's one group of art kids at the university that had to write papers on my exhibit, yo. I was like, oh, wow. Well, actually, two universities had to do it because when the exhibit was at the museum, one university, their art professor brought them to the museum to see the exhibit and made them write a paper about it. And then after it left the museum, it went to this other university. And while it was hanging on campus, um, that art professor made her students write a paper about it. So, and that's how I got one of the podcasts I was on. This guy said that, um, somehow his daughter read one of the reports one of the students did on the art, and he was like, oh shit, that was cool. So he went to the exhibit to check it out, and he just reached out to me and asked if he could interview me for his podcast. So, like I said, it's just been busy. Like I said, it feel like every moment I get, I just need to fucking paint because I'm always doing other shit and not painting. But once again, I feel like I can slow down doing all the busybody shit. Now I can just kick back in my studio and and chill with the fucking homies while we come up with these good ideas for some more artwork that's gonna shake up the world. All right, something like that, something like that. Yeah, man. A lot of people not paying attention to how fast this AI shit is moving. Them pictures when the news first broke about Trump might have to get indicted on some shit, and then people started making them pictures looking like Trump getting arrested by the cops. And somebody was like, "Oh shit, is this real?" I'm like, "No, man, that shit not real, bro. That's AI." And then somebody in the comments was like, "You can always look at the hands and tell the AI can't make hands." But they didn't know that Mid-Journey had just put out their newest update. I went right to Mid-Journey and pulled off some new AI shit and showed them. I was like, "Nah, they figured that shit out last week." And so now this shit is not going by years or by months. This shit is literally weeks and days. That this shit is advancing so fucking fast now. So fast. 2 weeks ago it couldn't make a hand. This week it's making a perfect hand. And so now you take this AI generation art and deep fakes, and you can make something that is so believable. If you're not there in person and can physically touch it, you would think it was real. You seen the dude who's deep faking Tom Cruise? And he puts it out as a parody and let everybody knows this is just a gag and I'm just doing this for laughs, ha ha ha. But it looks whatever software or whatever programs he's using, it looks really good. It looks like Tom Cruise. And so let's just say if something happened to the a sitting president, right? And this president was no longer with us for whatever reasons. But his controllers know that. Well, if the public knows that something has went wrong, too many changes may be made, and they're gonna incite riots and all this. So we need to find a way to make it seem like the president is still here. You can just deep fake that shit. You can just deep fake it. Make some shit, throw it on TV, and motherfuckers will never know if they're not there. Now you can have dead actors like James Dean and Marilyn Monroe come back to star in a movie. You can just deep fake that shit. Wild times, man. Wild fucking times. Man, that's crazy. They got your phone tapped. You know what they gonna do? They gonna never mind, I ain't gonna say that. Never mind. I ain't even trying to speak nothing into existence. But be careful, cause honestly, I think I've been watched since like the early 2000s, like the 2010, 2012. I think I've been watched ever since then, man. You know what I'm saying? I was on some radical shit, passing out too much information, talking too much shit, and those songs that I made. Like they're still on YouTube, but it's hard to trace. It's hard to find them on YouTube sometimes. I keep having to add my own mixtape back to my playlist because they've taken it off my playlist. They didn't delete it from the internet. I mean, from YouTube, but I don't know why they removed it from my playlist and I had to search it and put it back. My own video. All right. I gotta get downstairs and cook some dinner. But I think we did pretty good for the day. Okay, so her face and neck are done, and now it's just her hand. And we'll start working on that tomorrow. Work on that hand for a little while. Let's see how far we get on that. And that'll carry us over into the weekend. And maybe, if I keep at a good pace, I can have this finished by next weekend. Honestly, now I'm looking at it now. I can get her hand done in the next couple of days. Between Thursday, Friday, Saturday, depending on how lazy I am. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. There's a strong possibility I could finish this one next weekend. Not this weekend coming, but next weekend. We'll see how that plays out. Hopefully it's in my favor. Alright. Close up in here. Nah, there's certain people I never forget sticky. You one of them. You like an anti-troll. Hey man, we've been on these conversations since day one. We've been at this shit for so fucking long. Like, that's why none of this shit don't surprise us, man. But it is crazy watching other people try to wake up to, like, the government lies to us? What? Yeah. We're really at war with Russia? It's a proxy war? Yeah. Wake the fuck up, people. I've been saying this shit for years. Nobody wanted to listen, though, man. It's just a bunch of conspiracy theories. Okay. Okay, man. Call it what you want to call it. And it could be conspiracy theories. No, man. Nah, bro. Yeah, this is art and education. Where I learned just as much from you guys, and I learned more from you guys. You know? But every little thing that I know and my understanding, we always just share. And conversations get crazy sometimes, and But hey, they all rooted in a good place. You know what I'm saying? We always had some real good, honest conversations in here. Also, guys, I do have um, a StreamYard account too, and I think you get like 12 hours free each year. So from time to time, I'll stream via StreamYard, and if you feel so inclined, you can actually join the stream, and have it'll be like a Zoom meeting instead of just me, and you got to keep typing. Like if you come into the chat, it'll just be like a Zoom call, then we can actually talk and not me talk to your texts, because I know that shit right there. But I appreciate y'all chilling in the studio with me, bro. It's been a while since I've been in here, and on my first day back, all the homies come through and check me out. So I sure appreciate that, guys. And like I say, man, I need this shit way more than you guys need it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give me that encouragement and that motivation to stick with this shit for so long. And like I say, I haven't been streaming, but I got proof, man. I ain't been slacking neither. You know, I ain't been streaming, but I ain't been slacking. So I hope y'all don't think, nah, this nigga done gave up. Nah, ain't no giving up on this side, bro. Ain't no giving up on this side. Last year was one of my biggest years as far as my art. My art literally my art took me to California. Have I ever sat back and be like, oh, I just want to go to Cali? Like, not really. But my art was like, oh, you need to come to Cali. I'm like, word? All right, we taking a trip to Cali then. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Kansas City, Missouri is the other state I went to. My art was like, oh, you need to go to Kansas City. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very appreciative of everything I've accomplished. I don't take shit for granted, and I'm not giving up, and I ain't gonna stop. So once again, man, I appreciate it, and I'll catch y'all next time. Y'all stay easy. Peace.